Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to In the City episode 8. We are back after quite a while with Kimberly today. She is currently just tidying up the house before she is going to head out to actually go and look at some apartments this morning. Obviously, as we know, Kimberly is pregnant and she currently does live in a 2-bedroom apartment. She has a room for herself and then also a room for her daughter Aurora too. However, with another baby on the way, Kimberly would have really liked to find a 3-bedroom apartment so then Aurora and the baby don't have to share. That is what Kimberly would prefer to do, especially because Aurora is going to be growing up very soon into a child and Kimberly would like Aurora to have her own space, so she is on the hunt today for some apartments. Unfortunately, Kimberly could only find a couple that she's going to view today that she likes the look of. There isn't many for sale at the moment in the city and Kimberly is definitely quite picky as well, so she hasn't really been able to find too many that are for rent, but she's found a couple. She's going to go ahead and have a look at them today and hopefully out of the 2 of them she's found, she'll like one of them. She needs to find a place relatively quickly so then she can pack everything up, move everything in, also because the baby is due very soon too. Kimberly has also just come back from an ultrasound too. You would have seen that at the opening of the episode, but also as well she actually went in to not only have an ultrasound but to also find out the DNA test results. She did decide to go ahead and take a test to see who the father of the baby is, who I will be revealing in today's episode. I wasn't sure if to keep it a secret or if to tell you, but I've decided to tell you guys, so we will be talking about that a bit later on. However, for now I'm gonna get Kimberly to head to the first apartment viewing because she has the first one at 11 AM. So we'll go ahead and head over there and we'll catch up with Kimberly when she does arrive. Kimberly has arrived at apartment number 1, which is in the fashion district. She's going to go ahead and knock on the door and head inside. She is being shown around by one of the owners of the apartment, so we'll go ahead and do a friendly introduction first. I feel like Akira here would be quite chill and would just say to her, you know, have a look around. I'll let you go ahead and have a look around yourself, and I think that Kimberly would prefer that, so she's going to say thank you and looks like he's heading off to just head into the living room. So I think Kimberly is going to start having a look around at the apartment. First she is going to head into the living room. I think she's kind of looking around. I think she is thinking to herself she likes the size of it. The size of the apartment's really nice. There's quite a big living space. In here we also have the kitchen as well, which again is quite nice as well. And then if we go ahead and we head upstairs, this is the apartment that actually has the 3 bedrooms. So this one is the one that is a lot bigger, which obviously Kimberly is looking for the most. So this is bedroom number 1, and I feel like if Kimberly was to move in here, she'd maybe take this one for herself, as it also has the balcony too. She's not looking too happy right now though as she looks around, so I'm not sure if she's feeling very confident about this place. I think one thing Kimberly would be thinking as she walks around is that it is very bright in here, very colourful, and I don't know if she's very fond of that. I think she is going to try and keep an open mind, but one thing I think she is thinking is, I want somewhere that I can move into relatively quickly, and this place isn't really for me. It's very bright colours, there's lots of reds, greens, blues, and obviously Kimberly's apartment is very neutral, beige, whites, and she moved in with it looking like that, so I'm not too sure if she is going to be too fond of this place. This apartment isn't going to be forever, but Kimberly being Kimberly, she is going to want somewhere that she feels is perfect. So I think she is quite unsure about this place, but she's had her look around. She's going to keep it in mind because it is definitely still big enough and it would be a great size for herself and Aurora and baby on the way too. So she's just going to kind of say to Kira, thank you so much for letting me look around. I'm going to keep it in mind and I'll get back to you with my final decision in a couple of weeks if that's okay. And I think he's going to say that's fine. So Kimberly is going to head on out, but I think she's happy with the size of the apartment, but all of the wall colours and the bathroom colour is really not her vibe, and obviously things like that take a lot of time to change and a lot of painting, a lot of planning, and I just don't think Kimberly wants to do that. But maybe she'll keep it in mind, she'll think about it. But it's time to head to the next apartment viewing now. Kimberly has arrived at apartment number 2 and the final apartment. I think she is kind of feeling a bit worried about this because it's the final one. She doesn't have any more to look at after this one, and the first one wasn't too great, but I think she's going to walk in and not mind the look of this one. It's still very dark colours, but I feel like she would find this one a lot easier to paint up and get used to. There is actually an empty bathroom in here, so she could definitely do something with this space. And then if we walk through here into the kitchen, I think Kimberly would prefer this one to the last one, but it still wouldn't be her taste. Kimberly is very picky. I also think she would be thinking it's quite small, kind of a downgrade from my last apartment. And then in here is the living room, which is actually empty. Again, quite small, but I think she would like how it feels, quite cozy, it's quite tucked away. And then we also have another empty bathroom in here too. I think Kimberly would like the fact that there is multiple bathrooms in this apartment. And then we have the bedrooms as well. So this is bedroom number 1. The bedrooms are very big too, which I think Kimberly would like. And then there is also another bedroom in here, which is the same size. It just has a bit of a different layout. I think Kimberly would prefer this one to the last one. This house is just painted, which means she can just go over the paint. There isn't wooden panels or wallpaper on the walls, so I think she would find this one a lot easier to renovate. However, the only problem is it is a 2-bedroom apartment and she was looking for a 3-bedroom, but I think she would kind of be standing here kind of thinking how she could divide the room out for Aurora and the baby on the way if they did have to share. So she's kind of just looking around and figuring that out, but I think she is going to kind of just take a bit of a sigh and just go ahead and head on out and just let the owner of the apartment know that she's going to get going now, and she'll keep this one in mind too. I think this one is more of a yes than the last one, but at the same time I do feel like it's more of a no than a yes if Kimberly was to accept taking this apartment. As I said, Kimberly is very particular and picky, and even though she knows it's temporary and she might not be here for too long, Kimberly just can't help but be picky. She just wants a really good place. But I do think she will keep this one in mind a bit more than the previous one, but she's still not 100% sure. But Kimberly is going to go ahead and head on back out, and she is going to get heading home. It's 6 p.m. and we need to get home and grab some dinner, so we'll get heading out now. We'll head back on home. Kimberly is about to walk through the front door when she gets a message from Isaac asking if she wants to come over, maybe to talk or maybe just to hang out. But I think Kimberly is gonna actually say, I'm sorry I can't come over, I'm gonna grab some dinner and I'm looking after Aurora tonight. She's just come home from preschool, she's feeling kind of tired and I'm gonna just spend some time with her. I hope that you don't mind. So I think Isaac is gonna text back and just say, okay, no worries, speak to you soon. So we're gonna cancel that for now. She is going to kind of put her keys and her phone down on the side and just kind of slump down into the chair and just sigh, and just she's feeling a bit deflated. I think that she was really hoping that one of these apartments were going to stand out to her and everything was going to be sorted and she was going to be able to find somewhere for these guys to live. She was really hoping the 3-bedroom apartment would be great, but that hasn't really turned out that way for her, and I think she is now kind of thinking, I don't really know what to do, maybe I should just stay here and I can kind of try and divide Aurora's room up for them, or the baby can just stay with me in my room for now, but then where will I put all my work stuff? So I really don't know what she's thinking. As I said, she's going to keep the apartments in mind, but she's definitely more edging towards saying no than she is saying yes. So maybe she may just consider staying here, but if possible she doesn't really want that. But I think for now she she is just going to spend the rest of the evening kind of distracting herself and just not thinking about it. She's going to make herself some dinner. Aurora over here is sitting and watching some TV. I think though she is actually going to go ahead and head to the bathroom because she does need to go and use the potty. I think because she's feeling a bit scared from the thunderstorm, but she would like to talk to her mum as well, so I would like these two to spend some time maybe just playing with some toys together or doing some reading or something like that. I think after Kimberly has eaten as well, she is just going to send a quick message in her girls group chat and just let them know how she got on today. And I think she's just going to say to them, I haven't had much luck. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll keep you guys posted, of course. It does look like though she's feeling a lot better now. She's feeling happy also, I think, from Aurora being nearby and her spending time with Aurora, which is quite cute. Aurora has made the biggest mess in here. I'm not too sure what's gone on. Actually, it's because our washing machine is broken, so we're going to have to quickly hire a repair service for that. And then we'll go ahead and we will change Aurora into her PJs, and then we will put her to bed because it is nearly 9 PM. We'll read her a story and spend some time with her that way. I think Kimberly really did want to play with her, but it's just gotten super late, so we're just gonna have to put her to sleep for now. But it's okay because tomorrow Kimberly will have a bunch of time to spend the day with Aurora because they are actually going to be heading to Aiden's house tomorrow. Because if we look at the calendar, tomorrow is actually the summertime festival, so Kimberly does have the day off work along with Aurora having the day off preschool too, so they are actually going to be spending the day together. Aurora really wants to go to Aiden's house. She keeps talking about going to Aiden's house for the summertime festival. I think too because he has a back garden, that means that she can have lots of different water activities out. Kimberly wasn't really quite sure at first, but because Aurora really wants to go over there, she is going to head over there with them and spend the day with them. Kimberly still has some energy left in her, so she's going to go ahead and come and sit here and she's going to do some sketching. We'll do a quick sketch impression. I think she is going to just turn on the lamps in here and make it quite cozy. Definitely very cozy with the rain outside for sure. She's going to sit and do some sketching for a bit, get some work done. It's nearly midnight, but she still has the energy to keep her awake to work. She's going to sit and do that, then she is going to get some sleep, and then tomorrow morning we are going to be getting ready to head to Aiden's house and we can spend the summertime festival with these three. It's now the next day and it is 7 AM and Kimberly is just getting dressed this morning and getting changed into a cute dress to wear today. Kimberly and Aurora have got up quite early because they are actually going to be heading to Aiden's for around 8:30, 9 AM because Aiden said that he would make them some breakfast. Kimberly is feeling very hungry, so she is ready to go. I'm going to get her to come in here and use the bathroom. Aurora isn't looking too happy. I think she had a bit of an accident on her potty. We'll get her to get changed though, and I think today we'll get her to wear this really cute outfit with the dino cap. There we go. She looks so cute in this outfit. She is all ready to go now though. I'll just get Kimberly to clean this up in the bathroom before we go, and also as well we'll add the laundry to the dryer. Also now Kimberly is in her second trimester. She's going to be in her third in 19 hours. So she really needs to get everything sorted with baby furniture, house moving, apartment moving. She definitely does need to make a decision before the end of the episode, I think. It's nearly 9 AM now though, so these two are going to get going. I think Aurora is very excited to head to her dad's today with her mum as well. So we'll get these two to drive on over to Aiden's house and we'll catch up with them when they do arrive. We have now arrived at Aiden's house. Kimberly and Aurora are coming over to knock on the door. We're going to head inside and see what Aiden has planned for today. Aiden has just called them in to the kitchen. He is in here cooking up some food. Kimberly is kind of saying it smells good in here. Looks like Aurora's heading run over to see what her dad is up to. Looks like Aiden is currently making some fruit salad. That's definitely a perfect summertime breakfast. It's super hot out today. There is a heat wave, so I'm sure they will all appreciate a cold, refreshing breakfast this morning. Looks like Aiden is talking to Aurora. I feel like he is asking her, are you excited for today. And Aurora's probably saying, I'm very excited. I'm going to play in the pool. I think Kimberly's going to kind of say, is there anything that I can do to help out? I don't just want to stand here. And Aiden's just going to say, hey, why don't you mix the drinks up? So Kimberly is going to make some lemonade quickly. Aiden has finished with the food now though. I was going to get him to make pancakes, but it's getting kind of late now. So I think that I will just go ahead and get them to have the fruit salad this morning. They've already eaten it so fast that I didn't get them to have a chance to chat. But I've got them to both grab a lemonade and they're going to come and sit in here and drink it. We're going to control Aiden for a second because I think that Aiden is going to just talk to Kimberly and ask her about her day. And I think he is then going to just ask her how is she holding up. I'm going to get him to also ask about the baby as well. Just ask how the baby is doing and how Kimberly's doing. And looks like Aiden's already going to compliment her appearance. Kimberly does look very pretty in that dress. I think Kimberly is just going to kind of say, I'm doing okay, I'm not too bad. I'm looking forward to having a day off work today though and spending the day in the pool and just relaxing. And I think Aiden's going to say, actually talking about the pool, I should take you two outside and show you what I've set up outside. So he's going to take both of them outside. Aurora is running. I think he's kind of just going to be explaining. He's going to say, there's water balloons over there. I've also put a cooler out so that you can grab some drinks if you want. Look, Aurora, there's also a pool I set up for you. Do you want to go in that in a second? And then of course Aiden does have a pool here with a floaty in it. I think Kimberly is going to kind of say, I'm going to be making the most of that today. And I think Aiden is actually going to take the opportunity to play with Aurora for a bit. So I think Kimberly is going to come in here and relax. I think also Kimberly is going to want to play with Aurora too. But for now, she is going to have some time in the pool by herself and just relax. I think that will be nice for her. She probably is feeling quite tired as well because she is pregnant. So I feel like she would really enjoy some rest in the sun. Unfortunately, I can't get Aurora to go in the kiddie pool. I have tried it so many times in different areas and it just isn't working. So I've gone ahead and put the sprinkler out for her and Aiden is going to come and play with her. She looks so happy though. She looks like she's having such a good time. I think she's probably calling over her dad saying, Dad, come play with me. And of course he isn't going to say no, so they're going to go ahead and play together whilst Kimberly observes from the pool. But I think she would be watching with a smile on her face, just seeing Aurora really happy and Aiden really happy with Aurora. She's feeling very content right now. Looks like Kimberly is finished with that though. She's going to get out and probably come and join them. I think she would want to spend some time playing with Aurora too because she doesn't get a lot of time when she's super busy with work, so she's going to come and play with them as well and they're all just going to have some fun playing in the sprinkler. I just paused on this shot and Aurora looks so happy. She's looking up at her dad and she just looks so happy. It's so cute. She's having such a good time. She does need to go potty though, so I think she's going to come up into her bedroom and quickly come and use the potty. So she's going to go off and do that. I think these two are going to stop jumping around for now because they're probably getting quite tired. I think Aiden's going to come over and talk about the burning temperature because it is a heat wave outside. I think he's then just going to kind of joke around a bit as well. I think Kimberly is just going to say it's super hot out here, but the pool is making it a lot easier to deal with. I'm going to get them both to just talk about parenting a bit. And I think as well, Kimberly is going to talk about the pregnancy a bit. And I think she's actually going to just share worries about pregnancy with Aiden as they are sitting here talking about the pregnancy and talking about Aurora and things like that. So I think it would just come up in conversation. I think Aiden is going to kind of try and enthuse about the pregnancy a bit and just try and ease her mind about it because I think Kimberly is feeling quite stressed about the whole thing. And I think he's going to kind of bring up the baby room decorating. And I think he's going to kind of say to her, you know, you can look forward to all the things like decorating the baby's room. And to that, I think Kimberly is going to kind of say, that's if I can find a room for the baby. And I think Aiden's going to say a room for the baby. And Kimberly's going to say, remember my bedroom's 2 apartment. I've been looking around the city for apartments for sale. So then I can find a 3-bedroom one. But I just haven't had any luck. I've only managed to find one. And the other one I looked at, it was just a 2-bedroom. It was super small. I can't find any more. I'm probably just being really picky, but I just want a place that I feel comfortable with and Aurora will like as well, and the new baby too. I need to move out so soon and I don't really know what to do. I think I'm just gonna have to keep on looking, but it's really stressing me out and really worrying me. I think Kimberly's also going to say, I'm so sorry, I feel like I'm just offloading information to you. And Aiden's going to kind of say, no, not at all. Like, it's completely fine. I can understand why you'd be stressed out right now. I'm just going to pause for a second so then we don't lose too much gameplay time. But as they're having a conversation about this situation, I think that Aiden is actually going to say to Kimberly, I know it's not in the city, but I have a 3-bedroom house. I have a spare room. Aurora already has a room here. She knows the place as well. It's close to her daycare. It's not too far away from your work if you need to go into the offices. And I think Kimberly is going to be a bit taken aback by this and be like, stay at your house? But there's not enough bedrooms for us all. Aiden's gonna say to Kimberly, it can just be temporary until you find an apartment. I really don't mind. It means I get to see Aurora more and you more, and I can help you out with the baby as well. And also, I don't know if this is rude to ask, but where's Isaac in this situation? And I think that Kimberly's just going to be a bit flustered as so much has just been told to her all in one go. And I think first off, she's just going to kind of say, really, Aiden, move in with you? There's a room for Aurora and room for the baby, but where will I sleep? I mean, we're not going to share the same bed. And Aiden's going to say, I'll sleep on the couch. You can take the bed. Just for now, until you can get everything sorted out, I'm completely fine with this. Just think about it, Kimberly. Think about taking up the offer. And I think Kimberly's just going to say, okay, I'll think about it. I think Aiden is just going to say, okay, and then kind of switch the conversation and say, let's go ahead, head inside. We'll end the day off with some ice cream. And I think Kimberly's going to say, okay, sounds good. To be honest, I'm really craving something sweet, so that would be great for me right now. And I think Aiden's saying, okay, let's go, let's head inside then. I'm also going to get them to get changed into their outfits again as well. As it's cooling down now, they're heading back inside. So I'll get them to get changed. Aurora is coming down from upstairs. I went to check on her and she was actually taking a nap, so I just decided to go ahead and leave her. But we'll go ahead and craft up some ice cream. I think that will get Aiden to do it, and he is going to make some chocolate ice cream. He knows that that is Kimberly's favourite, and I think Aurora would really enjoy that too. So he's going to get started on making that for them all. Kimberly is coming over here to talk to Aurora. I think she's just going to ask her if she's had a good day today. And as she talks to Aurora, I do feel like her mind is still going to be quite sidetracked with Aiden's offer for her and Aurora to move in here. I think she is actually thinking long and hard about it, and I think she is going to make a decision soon. And I also think Aiden's question of where does Isaac stand in this situation is going to be playing on her mind as well, because actually Kimberly doesn't actually know where Isaac is standing in this situation. They have been speaking about it on and off, but they haven't really made any final decisions. So I think she is going to have a talk with Isaac at some point and be quite serious about this whole situation now. Ice cream has been made now though, and here it is. So we will get Aiden to go ahead and place it in the world so everyone can have some. He's gone ahead and put it on the floor, but we'll get him to grab a cone, and we'll also get Kimberly to grab a cone as well. And then Aurora, we get her to grab a bowl of ice cream. Also, as they grab ice cream, Kimberly is also gonna bring up to Aiden and just say to him, oh, by the way, I should probably tell you, I did go ahead and get a DNA test. And Aiden's eyes are going to kind of widen and be like, so who's the baby's father? Including one of them people being him. So of course he's going to want to know the answer to this. Kimberly is going to say to Aiden, well, I didn't lie to someone technically, if you put it that way. And Aiden's going to say, well, I can kind of gather what the answer's going to be by that. And Kimberly's going to say, yep, it's Isaac's baby. And they're going to kind of look at each other and nod kind of awkwardly. So Kimberly's going to kind of just say, so yeah, good thing I found out. That's definitely a weight lifted off my shoulders from this whole situation. They're going to sit and talk some more, but I think Kimberly is going to kind of just say to Aiden, we better get going now, it's getting super late, but thank you so much for today and setting everything up in the garden. I had a really nice time, and I think Aurora did too. Aurora's just sitting over there watching her parents talk. She's looking very happy. So Kimberly is going to get up to leave, and she's going to say goodbye to Aiden, and Kimberly is actually actually going to give him a hug and just say thank you so much again, and I will think about your offer of moving in. And Aiden is just going to say to her, please do. Please just think about it, Kimberly. I don't want you to be stressed this whole time, and this might take a big weight off your shoulders, and it's the least I can do to help you right now, so please just think about it. Aiden's also going to come in here and give Aurora a hug goodbye too, and then these two are going to get heading home. Aurora had a really fun day today. She's telling her dad that she'll see him soon, and I think he's going to say to her, of course, I'll see you again soon. And these two are now going to get heading on back to Kimberly's apartment. Kimberly and Aurora have now come on home. Kimberly is about to get into her PJs and head to sleep. She is not feeling too happy right now though. She is having a mood swing. She's feeling irritable from pregnancy. So I think she is just going to get into her PJs and get into bed. As she walks through the hallway though, she hears a knock at the door. So she's going to head into the hallway and head outside. And to Kimberly's surprise, at the front door is Isaac. Kimberly is going to say, Isaac, what are you doing here? It's pretty late right now. And Isaac's going to say, Kimberly, I'm so sorry. I know it's late, but I really needed to talk to you. We need to talk about the baby on the way. We haven't been talking about it seriously, and I feel like we need to talk about it. We need to talk about apartments, and I think we should move in together. Let's put all of our money together, sell our apartments, let's find one. The baby's gonna be here soon. Kimberly's gonna be like, whoa, Isaac, slow down. We can talk about it, but I have some things that I need to tell you too. But that is where I'm going to be leaving today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I'm leaving the episode on a big cliffhanger, but we will start off the next episode with these two having a bit of a talk and figuring stuff out. I think it is time to. I think Kimberly feels like it's time to, but by the look on her face, I don't think she's very happy about this or very impressed with Isaac right now. But other than that, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!